myself on stage, like when I suggested that we cover "See Me, Feel Me" by The Who, and so I'm up there, the only woman in the band, going, "See me, feel me," you know, and the audience is not reacting the right way. You know, they're going like, "Woo! All right, baby." You know, I mean, that was an error, but it was in there that, like, I started going like, yeah, I could do this. Is really satisfying. There was a satisfaction there that couldn't be matched.
There was an inside experience,
yes,
that can be called the ecstasy of creation. And it's from multi-layers down and in and comes on inside out. And you may not have words for it, but it gets you at a certain point.
Yeah, yeah.
We call it the glory train sometimes, because it's the thing that you aim and aim and aim for. But when it happens, you're kind of looking the other way, and then there it is.
Yeah, because you're living it.
And suddenly it's just big.
It got to be that ecstatic when we got to Canada and actually formed the group Heart. It was long before we had a record or anything. But the band was pretty amazing for a club band. And
with a lot of original stuff.
yeah, we started writing like Magic Man and Crazy on You and the very first things in Dreamboat Annie, and we had blinders on about it. Some kind of fire had been lit by the songwriting process. We each had a boyfriend who were brothers, and the four of us lived in a house together.
Good idea.
I mean, it was so weird, but you can't make that stuff up, really. But
we make a really good reality show now.
yeah.
It wasn't a good idea then.
Yeah, that was fine. But that's when we really started writing seriously. And I think, looking back on it, you know, I think those songs came up. They were a survival mechanism, you know, because it was when we could really go to each other and go, okay, I'm not a wife right now. You know, I'm not doing the dishes. I'm not doing laundry. I'm with you. You know, we're writing.
Right. Relationships took you away from that current of your creation.
They didn't take us away because both of the boys were also involved in the band. Yeah. But they put an extra added whole thing on us of expectation, also having to be the best girlfriend, the best, you know, clothes washer, the best cook, the best house cleaner, and be in the band, and, you know. So it was a little too much. So I think we ultimately chose the music.
That's sort of the interesting conundrum, you know. We see that we wind up in as women in music or as artists. That's kind of the sacrificial part of, you know, what we didn't realize going in, that we'd have to sacrifice for the art, is most likely strong personal relationships in a more traditional female role.
Are we as women capable of being honored as artists? And do we in fact have an image of ourselves as artists that we can honor?
Yeah.
I think we came in really innocent on that level of thinking that we could change the world, we could be women and show women that it's okay. We were not afraid, you know, we thought we could do pretty much anything we aimed our sights at. And we did, although along the way, all that idealism was tested and tempered and watered and clawing for survival. But still, we opened a lot of doors, yes, and that's wonderful, and change is always slower than it should be.
Opening doors is a bruising thing.
Yeah.
It took a lot of very strange things that we've had to go through to gain credibility, even because of our womanhood. Like for instance, people would say to Nancy sometimes, "Boy, you sure play a great guitar. You are such a good guitar player. You're so beautiful. Like, is that guitar really plugged in? You know, like, wow." I mean,